guys? My name is Justin and welcome to episode 45. I know that it is, well, technically it's Saturday for another 12 minutes, but it'll be Sunday. Well, I'm probably going to record this for 12 minutes, and then it'll be Sunday when I upload it, and you'll probably watch it like Monday, if you ever even watch these, or Sunday. But it definitely won't be Saturday. I may or may not actually be done with this by Saturday. I'm going to try to keep it short, but I might not. Just a quick recap of what's been going on. Congrats to all the KHS seniors that graduated on whatever it was, Wednesday. Ryan finished up school on Thursday, so now we get to play basketball every day for the rest of forever, and that's great. It's weird. We're both seniors. Like, this is the last year that I'm going to be at school and not, like, in the real world, and that he's going to be here and not at school. It is kind of weird, I'm not going to lie. My mom feels really old. My mom was already really old, but now she feels really, really old. So that's strange for sure. What else has been up? We went to the gym yesterday, and I didn't actually play very well. I kind of played, like, average in every category. Like, I shot kind of rebounded kind of I had to guard, like, a really big guy, so it was kind of like, get it where you can. Defended kind of passed kind of shot kind of I had one really good shot. It was like I was trapped, and I just kind of, like, pulled up with it, and it went in. Looked great. It was just kind of, I knew I could make the shot, but, like, I wasn't, you expect to make every shot, otherwise you wouldn't shoot it, right? But, I mean, it just so happened that one looked really good after I'd shot, average the whole time. So that was that. What else has been going on? I haven't seen anybody in, like, forever. I haven't seen Cheyenne. I haven't seen Lexi. Obviously, she's gone. But Cheyenne's been, she was in Chicago, and then she was working, and then she was sick, and then she was working some more, and now she's sick, and now she's working. So I miss Cheyenne. Cheyenne, we need to go bowling, because I have that coupon yet. But yeah, nobody's come over. Sydney's broken. So, Sydney, feel better. I know you, like, killed yourself, so feel better. Don't die. What else is going on? Oh, well, I'm thinking of it. Serious note, Rhiannon and her family, especially her mother, need some prayers. So if you are religious, I don't even care if you are, I'm going to tell you right now, say a prayer for Rhiannon and her family. She needs it. Yeah, everybody's broken and they're sick. Like, I wasn't feeling that good today. I was, like, okay, and my parents were really sick, like, the last 2 days. I think they got food poisoning. I think I might have got some of it, and, like, I was just kind of feeling crummy, and I didn't eat anything, like, all day till, like, 8 o'clock. So it was only like 3.5 hours ago, I guess. It didn't feel like that long, because the whole day felt like it was really fast till like 8 o'clock. And then since like 8 o'clock, I've had like a whole normal like day, even though it was only like 3.5 hours. Yeah, so it's been an interesting one. But iRacing's been boring this week. It's week 13, so all the crazy shit is out there, and nothing interesting is happening on the racetrack, and yada yada yin yang. So that's been what's up. So it's been boring on iRacing side of things. Like I said, covered basketball. There's no school. That's about it. And I kind of figured this would be how it goes. It's been 3 minutes and 5 seconds. So I'm going to tell a story. And This was brought up to me this morning by a certain someone. So I've just, for the sake of teaching, for the sake of telling a story and having stuff to do, I don't do this very often, but I'm going to tell Rebecca's story. So I don't think Rebecca watches these. I'm almost certain she doesn't watch these. But Rebecca, if you watch this, you'll remember this story. You might remember it slightly differently, but at the time I was kind of flustered, and you'll see why. So Rebecca and I started dating on October 18th of 2013. It was a Friday because I'd asked her on a Thursday, and she said she had to cool it with her parents, which I understand, that was fine. All good. Started dating October 18th. It was a Friday, 2013, the week after homecoming. The week, that Friday night, we played, the band played, like, with the 8th graders at the high school, or at the middle school, but, like, with the middle schoolers in the band. Like, we marched, and they got their first introduction to marching for the following year, which was their freshman year. Anyways, so that was the 18th, and Halloween was obviously the 31st. So, like, 2 weeks after we started dating, she was at a party at someone's house that was a friend of both of ours, mostly hers. And at one point during the night at the party, I don't know what kind of party it was, I wasn't there, but at some point during the night through the party, I couldn't get a hold of her, stopped texting or whatever. So I texted another friend of mine, who I also knew was at the party, who was a friend of both of theirs and a friend of mine, so on, what was going on. And after a while, he responded with something like, I don't remember it exactly, I don't have it anymore, I've gotten a new phone since then. I don't want to word this out of context. It was like, there's been a situation or an accident or something, I'm sorry. And that was like it, I don't remember what else happened. And so, of course, I start freaking out because I can't get a hold of her. I've gotten this tiny piece of information So I called her mom, texted her mom several times. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what's happening? What's going on? I don't think I've ever told this story to anybody except, like, I don't think anybody except Rebecca and I and this person know this story. But I feel comfortable saying it because it was like almost 6 years ago now, like a third of my life. But anyways, so called Rebecca's mom, texted her. I was like, what the hell's going on? She had no idea what I was talking about. She had no idea what was going on. She said everything was fine. I was like, okay, that's not what, I don't know what's going on now. Now I really don't know what's going on because now I'm getting like all these stories. And I don't know what the hell's going on. So I texted Rebecca back and I was just like, what is going on? Like, answer me. And she was just like, and I'm like beat up, like I am on the verge of tears. I'm like freaking the hell out. And she's just basically like, oh, it was a joke. We just wanted to see if you would respond and be freaked out or whatever. I was like, not really the best thing to do. I know we've been dating for like 2 weeks, and I know we're 15 and 16, I guess. No, I wasn't 16 yet, so 15 and 14, I guess. Not the best thing to do, especially when I can't drive and figure anything out, and all this stuff's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. I wasn't at the party, so that's not cool. At the very least, that's not cool. But like, you had me legitimately scared. Like, why do that? And she was basically just like, well, I didn't mean to. It won't happen again. It was a mistake. I didn't realize you'd react that way. And I think she talked with her mom because like I said, I freaked out. I called her mom and I was like, what's happened? Like, is she okay? Do I need to like go somewhere? Yeah, so we dealt with that. But it just made me think about how people perceive situations and communication of what's okay, what's not okay, what's transmitted, what's understood, on a basis like that. And it was brought up to me again today from a different scenario, which I won't bring up right now because I'll have to wait another 6 years for that one. So you know who you are. Yeah, but it just made me think. It's kind of funny now. You know what I mean? It's one of those things like it wasn't at all funny at the time, and it might have been funny to her, but then it wasn't funny afterwards for sure because I was like freaking out, was misled obviously, and it was just kind of like a sour joke. Like it wasn't really funny like a ha ha joke. It was like a shock effect joke, and I didn't really appreciate that very much, especially from someone I really cared about. And so that was a hell of a way to introduce myself to her family for sure, in the full-blown sense of it. So that's kind of my story for the day. I don't remember exactly what happened after that, so I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to misrepresent it or anything like that. I don't remember exactly what we talked about, how we worked it out. Obviously, it worked out. We dated for like another 3.5 years. I was going to go somewhere with that too. Oh, the other part of how I introduced myself to Rebecca's family and her parents and her grandmother on her father's side. So, when we went to homecoming, which was the week before, I asked her out the previous, like Friday and Saturday. The football game was Friday, the dance was Saturday. And I asked her out like 2 weeks before that, or to the dance, like 2 weeks before that. And so we're getting ready for the dance on Saturday, and we're taking pictures of Darboy Park. It's pretty windy, so we're trying to get through this, and it's not real nice out, and we're going with some other people to dinner somewhere, probably Fratello's. We went to Fratello's for like 4 of the 8 dances we went to. I love Fratello's, but it wasn't really my place, but we enjoyed it. Love those dances for the record. So if you do watch this, Rebecca, I enjoy it. Trust me. All the things that have happened to us, I did enjoy those nights very, very much. We had a blast at those dances. But anyways, so we were at the park, and we're finishing the pictures, finishing all the shots that both of our mothers wanted to take, all the stuff, and the dads are just kind of like whatever, like they're there, but they're not like there for the pictures, they're there to support us and see us off, whatever. And so I think someone else drove us. No, maybe we went to Olive Garden that year because I think one of her friends and her boyfriend and her other friend came with us, and none of us could drive because I hadn't turned 16 yet for that dance, and so we got a ride. Like one of our parents drove all 5 or 6 of us, or however many there were. No, freshman homecoming, her freshman, my sophomore, was when we went with a bunch of people. We went with those same people from the party and some other people. I don't remember my dances. We went to Adam, so I got them all mixed up. They were so much fun. Anyways, but so we were there with a bunch of people. But anyways, the moral of this story, I digress, I apologize. The moral of this story was, as we're leaving, my mom, I carried my medicine with me for eating, obviously. And it's just casually referred. It's not a big deal in my family. We're so used to it, it's like casual conversation to talk about it and like reference it, right? And so as we're leaving, my mom goes, "Oh, Justin, you have enough drugs." And Mrs. Grote is all just like, "Excuse me?" Like her face was amazing because she was just like, "Drugs? your son does drugs? And I was just, and we're just like, no, 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 back up. So we had a good laugh at that for a long time. I very much enjoy Mrs. Grote. She's one of my favorite people I've ever met, just for the sake of her sense of humor and her understanding of people and understanding of life as it develops. But that was just kind of my blurb stories about Rebecca for the day. It was brought up to me earlier, and I just thought it'd be a good thing to feature in this video since I had some time to kill for today, because nothing really happened this week. So obviously, I think next week I'm going to try to play basketball with Ryan. My dad's going to be out of town. He's going to be on one of his Kimberly Clark trips. And so last year in August, we played like the week before I went to school, and put on the channel. I might do that more than once this year. I might do it, whatever. I might do it like next week and then do it again in August and see if it's different or if I'm better in the sun or whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that might be the plan next week, just for something to do, because it'll give my mom something to do to hang out with us for a little bit. So that's the plan for next week. We'll have not probably a traditional video. It might even come out on like Thursday or something, depending on when schedules work, or Saturday or whenever she's around to take 20 minutes to film a video for us. I'll try not to get her to talk this time. I apologize. But yeah, so that's my week in review. Very short, and then an 8-minute story. So I apologize for ruining your whole day and taking up all your time that you could be spending somewhere else. But I appreciate it as always. On the next week, this has been Justin's Chat 45. As always, thank you everybody for the support, the questions, the responses to these things, etc., etc. Till next week, everybody. Thank you very much. I'm Justin. Bye.